Welcome to the Bourbon Van. I'm Phil.
I'm Julie. I don't really like these.
Okay, well, Julie might not like them, but I sure do. And I happened to find this one on the floor at the liquor store this past week.
Hopefully not broken.
Phil, why were you on the floor at the liquor store? Just looking for good stuff, and I think I found it. Remus Repeal Reserve. Nice combination of things here, the 2025 medley. 9 batches of this. Can you believe it?
They've been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
Julie, 9 batches in, Julie's still not sold.
Still not sold. These are some... I just realized the light's off over here. Can you believe... I'm a professional. I've been doing this for almost 5 years now, and I still can't do the simplest of things, so I'm going to walk over here and turn this on right now.
Love it. Oops. Oh, I actually thought you meant a totally different light. Good thing you didn't send me over there. I would have just turned on a random different light.
Daylight. Doesn't this look nice?
Do we look fancier?
I don't know if fancier is the right term. You can definitely see more of what this is, for better or worse. Remus Repeal Reserve Batch number 9. I've always enjoyed these. You have had your ups and downs with this brand.
It just doesn't hit my palate that great. It's not that I'm saying it's not a good whiskey. It just, when I say whiskey is a palate choice, this one is a palate choice for Julie.
I don't have a problem with that at all. So this is the newest one. We have 3 batches on the shelf. I really wanted to compare this to batch number 8, but I drank it all because I liked it so much.
Well, maybe we'll just call that the overall winner.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one for
Yeah.
sure. What we do have is batch 5, batch 7, and batch 9. Batch 5 we got for $88. Batch 7 we got for $90, and batch 9 we got for $100. Pretty good because batch 8 we got for $120.
Holy moly.
Yeah, they're pricey.
Our last video, we were complaining about a $60 bottle, and I feel like that I liked that one a lot more. Even though I haven't tasted this yet.
That is true. That one was really satisfying. I do want to say this, though. Every year I look forward to this release, and every year it's exciting. This one all the way up to 104 proof. This 2025 medley, if I'm doing my math right, it's everywhere from 10 to 19 year aged bourbon.
Oh.
So that's pretty special. And I love the look of these bottles. I think they're fantastic. And by the way back when, in 2020, when we started this channel, we had batch 2. We bought it for $88 and we called it our baller bottle because it was the most expensive bourbon in our collection. Simpler times. I kind of wish that was still the case here. Anyways, $100 bottle, and if you're like me, this is a whiskey collector's bottle. This is not the type of thing, if you have one bottle of whiskey on your shelf, probably wouldn't recommend this one. I don't even want to talk about the value of it because to me these are always worth it. To Julie they're not, but this is one of those releases I look forward to every year. And so let's put this up on the shelf and we're going to compare batches 5, 7, and 9. We're drinking these blind, and
Specifically because these were on our shelf.
Right, these are the
You
ones
may
that
have
we
said that already, but in case you're like, what happened to 6 and 7 and 8 or something? You're like, we don't have those right now.
Let me tell you, batch number 5 historically has been my absolute favorite. I loved the flavor in that one, and it really wowed my palate from the start, and that's why we still have it. So we're going to dig in. Just before we do that, I want to make a quick reminder that these 2 bottles, Trails End 10 and Trails End 8, are both still available. These are single barrels, and the Trails End 8 was finished in McCarty's peated and smoked American single malt whiskey barrel. We love both of these. We're so proud of them, and you can get them in the link below. Advertisement over. Let's get on to the whiskey.
I am actually really excited about this because I do feel like I give Remus a hard time. Sometimes because, one, I don't really care. I don't care for it, but it's just doesn't hit my palate. But you love it so much that I think it's funny that I don't like it so much. So I really do want to see if something here hits my palate this time.
I hope it wows you, and I hope that you fall in love with it. I just hope you don't drink it all because it's still one of my favorites to drink.
I don't.
Oh, we're not going to have any trouble with that. On to the nose, glass number 1 here. By the way, we're standing again. I don't know if this is going to stick, but let us know if you like us standing or sitting. You're actually wearing some sandals today, so you're
a little bit higher.
Yeah, a little more on the level with me. I'm barefoot, which is how I prefer to drink my whiskey.
Well, I move around a lot. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but I got a lot of energy.
I've noticed.
So when we're sitting, it feels more contained. But when we're standing, I'm very wiggly. And so I figured if I put these shoes on...
That's my wiggly co-host.
Yeah, so when I put my shoes on, I figured it would like anchor me to a spot. It's not working so far.
Typical for me, Remus is Remus Repeal Reserve, I should say. George
Yeah.
Remus, totally different bourbon. Typical for me, though, well aged, but ultimately very sweet. Love the brown sugar and the rickhouse experience. That's what I always say about Remus Repeal Reserve. It feels like I'm walking into a rickhouse. I feel like I can smell that sticky, gooey stuff on the outside of a barrel.
So I think maybe that's what I don't like.
Spending time in a rickhouse.
No, I love doing that.
Yeah, I thought so.
But there's something on the nose that is so off-putting for me. Like almost, I think it's like that dry wood that maybe got a little wet.
It's a mustiness.
And musty, and which normally I'm all about, but it's just not my favorite. And there is some like nuttiness in the background. I don't know. I'm going to go with the second one.
Yeah, the second one to me is way less of that. It's more sweet.
I'm trying to figure out if it's the glass or if I just walked on the beach and it smelled like the tide just went out.
Oh, that's an odd tasting note.
You know, like it's a little bit seaside, a little bit fishy.
There's these all have an intensity.
Gosh, I really kind of hope that it's like a seaside-y note because that would be really interesting. But our dishwasher does stink, so...
Our dishwasher's not
Like-
it's not in great
Well,
shape.
So I said it stinks, which it is a terrible dishwasher, but it also stinks. Like
Yeah,
everything that comes out of it.
literally
stinks.
and figuratively.
Thank you, literally and figuratively.
These are all quite different. The wood on
Oh,
glass
best
one
one.
is drier and odder. I think glass 3 smells like it's going to have the most intense experience.
Glass 3 smells the best of the 3.
Glass 3, a lot of fruit there, comparatively.
I give you no notes. Everything's very oaky. Glass 1 was
Yeah.
like sawdust, not my favorite. Glass 2 really does smell like a beachside. I will say this
Yeah.
glass came out of the cabinet versus the open air over here, so I'm wondering if
We
that's
rinsed
why.
them all before we used them. So I think that they all smell great. I think we're going to get a lot more from the palates than we will on the nose.
I hope
This is one of those whiskeys that is strikingly cohesive,
Yeah.
even though it's a little bit spicy whenever I drink it. So I don't get a ton of tasting notes. This is really more about evoking a feeling, taking you to that rickhouse experience whenever I drink it. So I am ready to drink it.
And I'm going to be serious now. I've cracked a lot of jokes, so
I think you're doing a great job.
cheers, everybody. I actually like this. So it's got a really nice cherry forwardness.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the back end is kind of where that like dry wood, little circus peanut taste comes through.
Really?
Yeah.
It is dry wood, but I get toffee, like waves of toffee there. Oh, I like that whiskey a lot. I'm having a good day. I'm going to continue to have a good day today. I can just feel it.
I'm happy.
Yeah?
You're happy.
Oh,
What's that emoji?
the eek. Like, yeah. Smiling, but she doesn't mean it. This is, I'm having a great time over
I know.
here.
I think the finish, which is the part that I don't like, is the reason that you like this so much.
Could be.
It's just not and I feel bad because it does feel like the Remus Repeal Reserve kind of staple.
Yeah.
This barnyardy, dusty, musty, what else usties that I can come up with. It's a little bit wet. It's, the wood is a little bit wet.
Yeah, it's like wet tobacco leaf, though. Wow. Really? You're not big on this
But
one.
now I'm getting now that I shamed it into submission, I guess, vanilla. Mm-hmm. Like vanilla bean, like real vanilla, not fake vanilla. That's my positive.
My positive is that this is a fill whiskey, though. This one hits my palate so well. It's dangerously tasty. It's indulgent, and it does have a little bit of spice, not as much as some of the batches that I remember. But it's earthiness, it's rich. It is the rickhouse experience.
Yeah.
And the last thing that's lingering on my palate, like you said, vanilla bean, but I'm also getting a little bit of toffee. And that, to me, is an excellent way to end a sip, particularly one. All of these are pretty well aged. Mm-hmm. They don't, at least this one, right off the bat, doesn't go into bitter territory at all. What a great way to start a flight. I'm quite happy.
Yeah, I think you nailed it with the rickhouse experience. You do it does evoke that feeling like you're walking through. It is everything that you had just said in a glass. Definitely a palate thing. I think the more you sit with it, the more you can almost understand, the price point. You can understand the age. You can understand, the flavor profile.
Well, not everybody loves a really well-aged whiskey. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that first sip as far as I'm concerned. I liked everything about it, and I can't find any drawbacks. So glass 1 hits my palate perfectly. Let's cleanse our palates and move on to glass 2.
I actually liked it more than I thought I was going to.
Well, that I'm happy about. Bigger difference here that I'm noting. Glass number 1, that dry wood is a much bigger presence on the nose than it was previously.
I almost asked what number this was, but I guess that would take away.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
All
right, here we go. Glass number 2.
First thing that I'm thinking of is that I like this one so much more.
Really?
And I wonder if it's because it's not so distinctive, right? Like the flavor in glass 1 were like sharp and honest and particular. And this one feels like somebody blended it so that it'd be a little bit more mellow.
This one's also got a journey. There's a brown sugar more than caramel and toffee. The vanilla that shows up is an extract rather than the bean. But the main thing is that after you swallowed it, there's a wave of sweet black cherry. And that, it binds everything together.
Yeah.
And I always say that these Remus Repeal Reserves, they're so cohesive, it's hard to get a lot of flavor notes out. And those are expected flavors: caramel, vanilla, cherry, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But the way that this one shows up and takes you on that ride is super satisfying. I can see why you like it, and I'll be completely honest, I really like it as well.
Yeah.
This is going to be tough.
This one's going to be interesting because I feel like if you're somebody who always is like, my palate aligns with Julie, and I agree, I don't like Remus, so I'm really interested in that regard. Like, is there a Remus I can get? Or with Phil, who is like, loves every iteration and every edition that's come out.
I like things that aren't the same.
Yeah. So it's like, can I find a Remus that I really like? And Phil's like, what's the best of the best? That's what I'm thinking right now. And I like this glass number 2. So
that cherry presence on glass 2 is what sets it apart here, and it's delightful. That is such a nice sip. Beautiful. It's even got that creamy, disgusting white goo from the inside of a chocolate-covered cherry.
Oh, yeah.
You know how that white grossness, it's just delicious, but nobody wants to talk about it. That flavor is here, so I did you a favor. I talked about it, so you don't have to.
Yeah, I think you nailed it. Like, there's like a fluffiness, like a creamy black cherry. There's vanilla, and there's a little bit of cinnamon. There's oak in there.
Touch of spice. Oh, I can't wait to A/B test these. That's delightful. What a good whiskey that is. All right, palate cleansers. On to glass number 3.
So glass number 3, favorite nose.
There is a seaside presence. You're not wrong about that.
Oh, okay. It's like salty.
Yeah, beachy somehow.
I mean, I thought glass number 2. So glass number 2 is the one that I said that about.
Really?
Ironically, yeah.
Same
But there is
glass,
a little.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, but it is there is some saltiness here.
Yeah, I'm looking for that salted caramel.
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right, glass 3.
Well, I like this one too. So, what have I only been trying the ones that I don't like?
You don't really get into this whiskey, and I wonder if your palate has grown.
Changed.
Yeah. Oh, there is a salted caramel here,
this
though.
one's yummy
Did
too.
Did you get that?
I think my initial taste was like, oh, it's like surprise. Like my brain lit up and was like, maybe you've been wrong
like
all
this.
these
What
years.
the heck is going on here?
Yeah.
Wow. The fruit presence here is way down.
To me, this tastes like, what's that like? I was going to call it the luxury cherry, but it is because it's expensive. The Luxardo.
Oh.
To me, this tastes like the Luxardo juice.
Interesting.
We haven't had that in so long to put in our old fashions. Kind of feel sad about that. Like the first one was very raw and dry and aggressive. And
it was an intense
I almost feel like it's like we're trying to get Julie on board. So then it got a little sweeter, sweeter.
I'm not getting a huge fruit presence here, but what I am getting is really pleasant. It's hard to identify. You know those Boston baked beans candies? The red.
I do. I mean, you've told me about these. I've never had one.
That's right. We have talked about this.
I feel scared about it.
They're not like beans. That's what it tastes like. The Ferrara Pan Boston baked bean candies.
Are they savory or are they sweet?
No, they're sweet.
Oh.
This is that flavor profile, I think, where it's just a artificial sweetness, but not an off-putting artificial sweetness, not overly sugary. Man, the spice really builds on the back end of this one. That's a satisfying sip too. You would expect nothing less. I want to say that right now. All three very different.
Very different. Yeah.
All three lingering, excellent finishes. All three decent proof point to where you get a ton of flavor without it being overwhelming, and all three to me hit my palate beautifully. That's why I spend $90 to $100 for this whiskey every year, because it doesn't disappoint my palate, and I will not apologize. Nobody asked me to, but that is, to me, that's a great whiskey. It's just a perfect representation of really, really good bourbon. I love the age, I love the flavor profile, and it's hitting my palate today.
And you know what's really interesting? I said this when we were drinking it already, but I just picked up glass number 1, which is the one that's the most off-putting for me because it doesn't go with my flavor profile. However, it is the most interesting. I think the same goes for the palate. Like, it is not mainstream. Number 1 is not mainstream.
A flight is the worst way to drink these whiskeys.
Yeah.
They all deserve to sit around in a circle with whiskey drinkers and talk about what you're getting. See if you can find something on there. Because of the nose, I just went back to glass number 1. I got a little bit of a like a Justin's peanut butter cup, the really tasty peanut butter cups
dark
with like
chocolate
vanilla on it. Yeah. I mean, from the dark chocolate to the milk chocolate to even some white chocolate, they're all so different. They're all so unique that the thread that comes through for me on all of them, the thing that ties it all together, is that Rickhouse experience that you get on the nose, the rich, decadent oak. That I love so much. This is going to be a tough one. We're going to bounce around here, do some A/B testing, go back and forth, and then I just don't... If we tried to show you all of it, this would be a really long video. So we'll do that, and we'll be back with our list right after this.
Are you leaning anywhere? Like, because I feel like your opinion...
No, I haven't had that much to drink yet.
Great, let's do it.
You're ready all of a sudden. I'm just over here drinking at this point, just having a great time. And Julie says that she's ready. All right. I don't think we're going to be on the same page on this one.
I hope not. I feel like we've been on the same page a lot.
We got
That's kind of boring.
House palate over here.
Yeah.
All right. What's your order? Just give me your 3. Just rip them.
Number 3 for me was glass number 1, which is the Julie pour glass. So I'm going to caveat that by saying, if you are a Remus Repeal Reserve fan, I do feel like this is probably the most honest edition of Remus.
Honest.
Like, I feel like this is what they've intended. And I do feel like it's probably should be number 1.
Okay.
But for my specific palate, it just doesn't hit it. And so that's why I put it in number 3. So I kind of feel guilty about it because intellectually I feel like it should be number 1, but I'm putting it in number 3. Sad.
Interestingly, oh man, that's so good. That's a really good whiskey. I'm putting that in second.
Oh, okay. That actually surprises me.
I love the way it coats.
Yeah.
The palate is incredible. The finish is incredible. I love the nose. Rickhouse experience-wise, I'm putting that at the top of the heap.
Yeah.
But there's one that appealed to my palate better today.
Okay.
But I think that is an outstanding glass of whiskey, in my opinion. What's your second place?
Second place is my second glass. I struggled with 2 and 3. I could go back and forth, and change my mind. But when it came down to it, there was just something about glass number 3 that added just a little bit of extra interest. There was a little bit of, I don't want to say bitterness, but a little bit of intrigue there with glass number 3 that I wasn't stoked about. But I feel like that's more age related. And when you're drinking something like this, you kind of want to feel like you're drinking something a little aged, and that's why I put it in first. I
don't want the same old, and I'm with you. Glass number 2 for me wound up in third. Okay. I loved it. Don't get me wrong.
Sweet.
That cherry that ties everything together, oh man, is that good and satisfying. It's so tasty, and that one coats like crazy as well. Glass 3, to me, is everything that I want.
Oh, interesting.
So good. So decadent. Oh,
wait, did you put that in first?
Yeah.
Oh, with this... Dang.
Glass 3.
For whatever reason, I thought like you were putting that in second, but yeah.
Glass 3 is a standout, I think.
Yeah.
the balance of sweetness, earthiness, spice, that one had a nice spice to
Yeah.
it, has everything that I want in a whiskey that if I'm going to spend a pile of money, I want layers, I want satisfaction, I want it to command my attention, and I want to spend time thinking about it, thinking about those flavors, and enjoying the heck out of it. And I think all three of these will do that for us, but Glass 3 does it the best, and that's why it's in first for me.
Yeah, that one kind of carried like my love of like sweeter flavors with my need for like I spent $100 or well I guess $88 to $100 some dollars on these bottles, and I want it to be worth it. You know?
No, I completely I get it. What you're saying, it makes perfect sense. It's delicious while also delivering a special experience. And there you go. So we are different on 2 and 3, but glass number 1 stood out to us. So you have the notebook over there.
I do?
Our neighbor poured these up. Yeah, it's in there.
Okay.
And let us know what each of these were. I'm very curious to see what this 104 proof batch 9 turned out.
You're making me do like smart math. They use Roman numerals.
I'm not making you do any. Okay, Roman numerals. All right, so that's what we're going to put on the screen is Roman numerals. And let's see how many of you figure this out.
Oh, that's nice for me that's reading this card. Okay, super good. V11, so I'm assuming that's 7, right?
Super good.
V is 5, right? So
Super good is
5.
the winner. And that's
Wait. We said glass number 3, right? Super good?
right.
Yeah, 7.
7.
Wait, I don't
That
know.
has never been my
I don't
favorite
know if
batch.
that's good or bad.
I'm
This is how
shocked.
this is how
That-
little I've drank this.
I knew that I liked it, but I didn't know that I loved it.
Why did I think X was 10?
X is 10.
Oh, okay. So Logo Glass, which was my
In the
2
middle.
and your 3.
Yes.
Batch number 5.
That's batch 5.
So not Phil's favorite.
Let me tell you though, when we talked about this, when we started this video, you said, I'm not a big fan of this profile. And then you tasted one and you loved it. And I said, see, your palate has changed. Your palate has grown.
Yeah.
Obviously, mine has too.
Oh.
That's how it goes because that cherry note, and I love it. Don't get me wrong. I've said this over and over. I think it's great. But how about that what I thought was my favorite batch has fallen below these other ones because they're less sweet, because they're less cherry forward. My palate has changed. What can I say?
Yeah. Here's what's interesting. So this Roman numeral thing is really getting me. So if there's a 1 in front of a V, then I always know that's 4,
Yeah.
right? But there's only one 1 in front of the X, which makes it 9. But I thought we only did 8.
No, this new one is batch 9.
Oh, I thought this whole time I thought we were doing 8, and I was like, well, now I don't know how my numeral.
You're glimpsing the window into exactly how Julie's brain works
Roman
here.
numerals. Nobody even does cursive anymore. Okay, so Julie poured glass, which was number 3 for me.
Second place for me.
So, I said that like I feel like this is what they wanted to be.
Yes, you're right.
It is the latest.
The thing about
It's
that
8.
glass to me is it is the most.
Or 9.
It's the most out of bounds, like you said. It's the most.
Yeah.
It's out there, man. That is a unique, different type of whiskey. 104 proof, so you're getting up there in proof. You're also on the outside of the age. This is the oldest one combined ages. So I think that this is probably the most unique of the bunch.
Yeah.
And just because it's not made for the masses or for our particular palate doesn't mean that it's not the best whiskey on the table. Well, absolute shock to me. We both chose batch 7 over my beloved batch 5. And I mean, these are all great, but my goodness, I didn't realize how good batch 7 was. If you've got this batch, revisit it. Let me know if we're crazy. We want to hear all about it. Tell us a diatribe. You guys are wrong. You should feel bad. We want to hear all that stuff. Let us know about this batch 9, though. Is it as unique as we think it is from wherever we are?
To wherever you are.
Cheers.
Cheers. Sorry this was so long.
I had a great time.
I know, I was just really invested in this lineup for some reason. I really was.
You like it more than you thought.